Wait, you're still not holding a pencil? You saw this drawing and you're just sitting there? Come on, that pencil's not gonna pick itself up. Let's go right now before we regret it. Here's the face I chose, and it's not a simple front view. The head is tilted down a bit, and the eyes look slightly up, so we'll need to adjust the Loomis lines to match that angle. Quick reminder while we're here, I've created a full pencil drawing course just for you. It's perfect if you're starting from zero and want to master portrait drawing, including realistic shading and face structure. Right now it's available at a huge discount. You'll find the link in the description and in the first pinned comment. Check it out and grab it while it lasts. All right, let's get back to the drawing. Let's start with the circle. Keep it clean, but don't overthink it. This is just the base. As you can see, my circle isn't perfect, but hey, it does the job. Let's get into that side cut on the sphere. Where do you place it? Think of the end of her right eyebrow. You know, the one giving you that little attitude? From there, curve it down to the bottom of the circle. How big? Around 2/3 the size of the circle. No need to get super precise, just a solid guess works. Remember, these are just construction lines. We'll clean things up later. Now let's figure out the center line, that vertical line running down the face, aligning the eyes, nose, mouth, and chin. So where do we place it? I just look at the space between the eyebrows, then follow that line down through the middle of the lips and chin. And since the head is tilted, the line won't be perfectly straight. It curves a bit, following the shape of the skull. And now, here's where things get interesting. Where do we place the eyebrow line in this tilted angle? This pose is a bit tricky. The head is tilted and the gaze is slightly upward. So I start with a diagonal line, going from the top of the ear up to where the eyebrow hits the oval shape. From there, I draw a smooth curve connecting the right brow to the left. And that curve gives us the correct tilt of the head. It's pretty simple. You just got to turn on your artist brain for a second. Not too hard, right? Now that we've locked in the eyebrow line, the rest of the horizontal guides get way easier. First, at the top of the oval, we draw a curved line. This marks the hairline, where the hair actually begins. It follows the curve of the head, so don't draw it too straight. Then, down at the bottom of the oval, we add another curved line. This is the nose line, lining up with the bottom of the nose. Now, here's a fun trick. Measure the space from hairline to brow, then from brow to nose, and repeat that same distance downward to find the chin line. But, since the face is tilted and slightly turned inward, that last section, from nose to chin, might be a little shorter. So keep your eyes sharp, artist. You got this. And that wraps up the top half of the head. Now let's move down to the jaw. Inside the oval, I draw a vertical line, slightly tilted, from the middle down to the bottom. Then, from the bottom of that line, I curve it outward to connect with the chin line on the right. That gives us the right side of the jaw. Same thing on the left. We start from the edge of the sphere and curve down to meet the chin. And just like that, we've got our full jaw shape. Easy, right? At this point, you can erase the extra lines inside the face area. Just keep the main outer structure. We don't need the construction mess anymore. If you've seen my past lessons, you probably know where the ear goes, but if not, no stress. It fits right here in the lower right section of the oval. Now I'm adjusting the back of the head. The original circle was sticking out a bit too far, so I'm pulling it in, closer to the middle of the ear. That's because the ear usually sticks out a little past the skull. This new curve gives us a more natural head shape. Now I'm just adding a couple of light lines for the neck. Nothing fancy, just to mark the placement. We'll add the details later. Now I'm adding a small circle right on the nose line. This marks the tip of the nose. Tiny move, but it makes a big difference. Both eye sockets are drawn as oval-like shapes, just to block in the general structure. On the left, the shape is smaller because the face is turned and that eye isn't fully visible. On the right, the full oval is shown, since that eye is facing us directly. Now to figure out the width of the mouth, check out this blue curve on the reference. It starts from the top of the ear and flows down, cutting through the face and curving toward the chin. Where it crosses the mouth area, that's where we place the corners. Easy trick, but super helpful. And just like that, we've got the width of the mouth. Nice and simple, as you can see. All right, that's it for the foundation stage of this portrait. We've built the full head structure, and all that's left now are the facial features. But I gotta be honest with you, when I check the stats on my videos, most of you disappear as soon as we start drawing the details. So let's pause here for now. But if you really want a full video breaking down the features step by step, just let me know in the comments and I'll make it happen. Remember, one thing at a time. We're building real skills here, not rushing through it. By the way, the full course I created is designed to teach you everything from scratch, all the way to mastering realistic portraits, shading included. You'll find the link down in the description, and yes, there's a big discount running now. Grab it while it's still up. If you enjoyed this video, support it with a like and share it with your artist friends. That really helps me keep making more. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, my friends.